Intending migrants have been advised to prioritize their safety in their quest for a better life. The Executive Director, African Youth Growth Foundation, Dr. Arome Salifu, gave the advice during the campaign to mark this year's World Day Against Trafficking in Persons held in Asaba. Eunice Meazia completes the report.
The roadshow saw representatives of various civil society organizations, associations, government agencies, and youths walking from the Interbar roundabout Asaba, sensitizing the public with flyers and banners, and terminating the walk at the arcade ground. Dr. Arome Salifu said migration is not a crime, but it was important to migrate the right way for one's safety and dignity. He decried the dangers faced by Nigerians who migrated irregularly, including organ harvesting, slavery or imprisonment, forced labor, deportation, health risk, trafficking, improper working conditions, and death in the desert or the Mediterranean Sea, and advised residents of the state to stop irregular migration. The executive director said the African Youth Growth Foundation was being engaged by the Foreign Office of the Federal Republic of Germany to implement the Migration Information and Communication Campaign MICC Nigeria project, which is in its second phase, after a successful completion of its pilot project in 2020. He added that the project was aimed at increasing awareness on the dangers and implications of irregular migration, especially trafficking in persons and smuggling of migrants in the country. Dr. Salifu said the organization decided to involve various civil society groups and relevant government agencies in the sensitization campaign to ensure that the message got to everyone to enable them begin to address the issue with all sense of urgency.
Human trafficking is dangerous. It can take your life. It can make you to be poor and even poorer. It can actually deprive you of your happiness and even your life. So it's something that you have to be very careful. Nobody is saying don't travel, but before you travel, you need to plan.
Representatives of the State Bureau for Orientation, the Delta State Task Force on Human Trafficking and Irregular Migration, the National Orientation Agency, the State Ministry of Women Affairs, the Ministry of Higher Education, and the Nigerian Association of Women Journalists NAWOJ, Delta State, and others who spoke, called on parents to discourage their children from taking irregular routes out of the country, while also advising indigents of various communities to stop all forms of stigma against victims of trafficking.
The state government is very, very concerned on the issue of illegal migration and human trafficking. But if you must migrate, do it the right way. There are a lot of questions young people must ask before they decide to leave their place. First is, what are they going there?
They should shine their eyes. We are not saying people should not travel, but if you want to travel, ensure that you travel properly. Ensure that all your documents are ready.
To make sure that their movements are legalized in order to yield fruitful results.
Migration is everybody's right, but you must do it right.
Don't do irregular migration and stop human trafficking, because it is a sin against man and a sin against God.
Instead of you, when you go travel, go turn and shower for Italy. Libya, that for Libya, Mediterranean Sea, my brother, come, state government will help you.
There is good in this land. When you apply what you have, but if you can pay 700,000 to 1 million plus to go abroad, of course, you can invest that in the country and it will yield results.
The African Youth Growth Foundation is a non-governmental, non-profit organization set up with a mandate to address issues and challenges of irregular migration and its push factors, leveraging on partnership with other stakeholders with shared objectives to achieve same. Eunice Meazia reporting.